Hello everyone, welcome back to the Python tutorial. In this lecture, we are going to learn what is string, how to create a string, indexing with a string, operations on string, and some of the inbuilt functions of string. So let's start with the lecture. So what is string? A string is a sequence of characters. As we know, computer only knows binary language, that is zeros and ones. Okay, so the characters are also internally stored in the form of zeros and ones. Okay, so each character is encoded in ASCII or a Unicode character. So from this we can say that Python strings are called as a collection of Unicode characters. Now to create a string, we can use either single quotes, double quotes or triple quotes. Strings are said to be immutable because we cannot modify or we cannot change the characters in the string. This we are going to see it practically. Okay. So now let's see how to create a string practically. So first of all, we'll define one variable, that is str equals to, using double quotes I am creating a string. Fine. Now I want to print the string. I will just write the name of the variable. So this is how we can create a string. Instead of double quotes, we can also use single quotes. Okay. So this is how we create a string. Next topic is indexing a string. So we can access individual characters using indexing and a range of characters using slicing. Okay. Now index always starts from 0. Okay. Trying to access a character out of the range will raise an index error. Okay. And if the index number should be always an integer, we cannot use float or any other types. This will give you a type error. Okay, Python also allows you negative indexing. So if you are using negative indexing, then index number will start from -1, and -1 refers to a last item, -2 refers to a second last item, and so on. Okay, we can access the range of items in the string by using a slice operator, that is a colon. Okay, now see, here in this example I have created a string str which stores the value hello. Now here hello is stored in a memory and it has an index number starting from 0. So for h we have 0 index number, for e I have 1, for l I have 2, and so on. So if I want to fetch any of these characters from the string, I require the index number. Okay, so what is the syntax for this? String name, in the square bracket we have to pass the index number. Now let's see this practically. So I have already created a string which consists of hello. So now I want to letter h. So I will write str, and inside the square bracket I will pass the index number of a particular letter or a character. So I want to fetch the value h, and for h I have index number as 0. So this will give me the output as h. Clear with this? Second, if I want to fetch o. So what is the index number for o? It is a 4, so this will give me o. Now suppose I am trying to fetch the index number 5. So this is giving me an error, that is string index is out of range. Why I am getting such error? Because there is no letter for an index number 5. That's why it is giving you the index out of range. We have the string of length 5, okay, and our index number starts from 0. So the last index number will be 4. So we do not have any letter for index 5. So this will give you an error. Clear with this? Okay. So this is how we can fetch the values from the index number. The next is use of slice operator. Okay. Next is negative indexing. Now using negative index also we can fetch the value. For example, I want to fetch I want to fetch o. So for o I can pass the index number as -1. Okay, so this will give me o. I want to fetch l, so I will pass the index number as -2. So this will give me l. Okay, so using negative index number also you can fetch the letters or the characters from the string. Fine. Okay. Now next is slice operator. Using slice operator we can fetch the range of characters from the string. Okay, so let's take another string str1 equals to, we'll name it as this is Python. Okay, okay. Now I want to fetch his his from this particular string. So what I will do, I will write str1 inside the square bracket. My index number starts from 0, so for h I have index number as 1 colon, and then for s I have index number as 3. So this will give me hi, but I want s also. So for s I will pass index number as 4, so this will give me his. Why we have to pass 4? Because the starting index number is included, whereas the end index number is excluded. Okay, so if I want his his, then I need to pass the index number of this space. Now one more thing, the space also contains an index number. Okay, the space is also counted in this string if you have a space. Okay, now suppose I want to fetch the value from I till end. So I will pass the index number of I. So my index number of I is 2, and I will not pass any end index. So this will give me is Python. Okay, now suppose I want to start from here. Okay, th, I don't want on, so I can write it as like this. I will not pass the start index, I will pass the end index. So end index will be -3. I will give negative index. Okay, so this is giving me, this is pyth, or I will write here as -2. Okay, so this is how we can fetch the values using index number. If I want complete string, then I can also write this way, just pass colon, this will fetch the complete string from the variable. Okay, so this is how we do. Okay, this is how we use index number and slice operator to fetch the letters or the characters from the string. Okay, now next topic is string operations. So first operator is concatenation operator, which is used to concat the two string or merge the two string. Then we have repetition operator. It is used to create a multiple copies of a same string. Then we have in operator or membership operator, which is used to check whether the particular substring is present in a specified string or not. If it is present, then it will return true, otherwise it will return false. Then we have not in operator. Then we have not in, that is membership operator, which is exact reverse of the in operator. It returns true if a particular substring is not present, otherwise it will return false. Then we have R, that is raw string operator, which is used to print the actual meaning of the escape characters. Okay, so to define any string as a raw string, the character R or R is used, followed by the string. Then we have string formatting operator. Now as you know that in C programming we used %d and %f operator. So what is %d? %d is used to print integer value in C programming, and %f is used to print float value in C programming. Similarly these two operators we can use in string also to print a particular value of a different data type. Okay, so this was all about string operation. Now let's see it practically. So first I will use concatenation operator. So first I will create a string s1 equals to hello and s2 equals to Python. Okay, now I am concatenating both the strings. So I will write s1 plus s2. So this will merge the both string. Then next we have repetition operator. So s1 repeats. I want hello 2 times. So I will write 2. So this will print the hello 2 times. Okay. Similarly, if I want it for 3 times, I want to create multiple copies of my first string, then I will write 3. Okay, so this is how we use repetition operator. Next we have membership operator. So suppose I want to check whether h is present in my string s1. So h is present, so this will give me true. Now if I try to check for p in s1, this will give me false because p is not present in my string. Then next we will see not in operator. So it works exactly reverse of the in. It will give true if a particular value is not present in a string. So I am checking for p, so this will give me, sorry, it should be in single quotes. So this will give me false. Sorry, this will give me true. Why? Because p is not present in s1. And if I try to search for h, it will give me false because h is present in the string 1. Okay, so this was membership operator. Next is raw operator. Raw operator is used to print the raw string. So before the string, I have to pass the our raw operator. So this will give me the following output. Okay, so next topic is building functions of a string. So first is len function, which returns the length of a string. Second is lower, which converts all the characters of a string into lowercase. Third we have upper, it converts all the characters of a string into uppercase. Then we have is lower, it returns true if all the characters of a string is in a lowercase. Next we have is upper, it returns true if all the characters of a string is in uppercase, otherwise it will return false. Then we have find method. Find method is used to find the substring from the whole string. If the substring is present, then it will return index of the first match, otherwise it will return -1. Is numeric, it returns true if the string contains only numeric characters, otherwise it will return false. So now let's see all these built-in methods practically one by one. Okay, so our first string is s1. Let's execute it. We'll calculate the length of the string using len method. Pass the variable name. So our length of a string s1 is 5. Next we will convert this s1 string into uppercase. So s1 dot upper. So this will convert the string into uppercase. Okay, now we'll take one more string and we'll save the string with uppercase, that is Python. Okay, now we'll convert this uppercase into lowercase. So this will convert the string into lowercase. Okay, sorry, s is small. Okay, next we'll use is upper. Now we'll check whether my first string is in uppercase or not. So for that we have method is upper. So this will give me a boolean value as false because the string contains lowercase characters. Then we'll check for s2 as s2. Then we'll check for the characters in variable s2 whether it is in lowercase or not. So for that we have is lower method, and this will give me false because all the characters are in uppercase. Okay, next we have is numeric. So S1 contains all characters, so this will give me false. Is numeric method. Okay. Okay. Next method is find method. Find method is used to search for a particular substring in the whole string. Okay. Now, if the substring is present, then it will return the index number of the first occurrence. Otherwise, it will return -1 if the substring is not present. So here we have a string S1 which consists of hello. So first I will try to check whether L is present or not. So if I execute, so I am getting 2. Why? Because the index value for L is 2. Okay. Now suppose if I try to fetch LO, then this will give me 3. Why? Because L index number is 3. Okay. Then if I try to search for W, then this will give me -1. Why it is giving me -1? Because W is not present in my string. And as I said before, if a particular character or a substring is not present in a string, then it will return -1. If I try to check for WELL, then also it will give me -1. Clear with this? So this was all about the built-in functions of the string. I hope you have understood. Thank you so much. See you in the next lecture.
Don't forget to subscribe and press bell icon for new updated videos.
Like and share videos with your friends.